What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, you're watching TWA Motorsports. And in today's video, just like the title states, I did buy another vehicle, actually a truck, and it is not here. I'm actually going to take you guys down to the shop. That is where it's at. While we're on that topic, though, the shop. Guys, I bought Certified Automotive. You're going to see it random places throughout this YouTube channel moving forward, but I bought it. It's an automotive repair shop. I bought it about 6 months ago now, and that is where the truck is at. We are gonna go down there. But while I'm on that subject, if you would stop right now, go to the video description below this video. I'm gonna have the link to follow Certified Automotive on Facebook. I would love if you guys would go do that. Of course, if you are not following TWA Motorsports on Facebook as well, go ahead and do that while you're down there. I'll try to put that in the description. I think that's already in there, but Certified Automotive is not, and I would love to have your guys' support in that, okay? I will be doing some lowering stuff and whatnot there. It's not really geared to do the stuff that I do here. It's more general repairs, and I say general repairs, we do everything down there, but you're gonna see that here in just a minute because we are going to drive down there. I'm gonna show you this truck. I'm gonna talk about why I bought it and kind of how things came to be, and I may walk you around the shop a little bit. But we have moved some stuff around. I know you probably noticed before we leave. The 55 is moved, as you can see. The red truck is no longer in the shop, and the reason for that is because it's outside. I wanna show you here. Cam here helped me push that sucker out a couple nights ago, and you can see it in the shop truck. I got the shop truck stickered, which you'll see a little better once I close the door, but I've got a few more stickers to put on that. But the reason I'm doing it this way is I've got some metal to load up before we go down to the shop. I also got some extra oil. I've got an oil drain down there and somebody that picks up oil on a regular basis, and the guys recycle a lot of scrap, so that's why I've got the tailgate open and we're starting here. But the red truck, the turbo truck, has everything off of it at this point. So we've got the only two things left that I want to take out. I want to get the fuel pump out of it, and I want to get the rear end out of it because it is a kind of built rear end. I mean, it has a different differential in it, so it should hold up a little nicer. But I need a stock one to go in it. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do there. But I wanted to get that out because the 55, and the reason the 55's back here is because, guys, I am getting a buddy of mine, 417 Motorsports, to start on this thing a week from tomorrow as I'm filming this video. So I'm kind of in a time crunch, and I don't know how far I'm gonna have him take it. I know I wanna have him do fuel lines, brake lines. I want to have him do some of the exhaust routing, possibly hook up all the airline stuff. I don't know, possibly wire it. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with that, but I don't have time for it out here. I really don't. I've got all this other stuff going on, and I really want to get this thing running at some point. So I'm kind of in a time crunch here because that motor is going in that flat black truck back there, so it can't stay. It was just a setup for test fitting. The transmission that's in there is actually just a case. It's a dummy. And so I need to assemble, which you're going to be seeing probably in the next video or two, me assemble that 370 that I had built by the machine shop. Got a set of heads, got some rockers, I don't even know what else I've got, to be honest with you, but I want to get that engine dried up, or well, oil pan on it, assembled, and that and the transmission that you see sitting over here installed in this 55 before I take it up to him. So Circle D converter built for, I don't know, it's a billet converter. I think it's supposed to handle like 1400 horsepower. This thing will never make that, I don't think. Maybe down the road, but we've got a forged bottom end 6-liter here. That is what is going in the 55 Chevrolet. I'm looking right now for a stock LS3 intake. I don't know if I'm gonna find that in time, but if I don't, that's pretty easy to just bolt on there. But you can see it's a close fit in this car, but it does fit with the stock firewall. I think too, it's gonna fit with the drive, like the assembly on the front as far as the front runner setup. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do there yet. I'm not gonna have all that in time, but I have to have that motor and transmission in there before I haul it up to him. So anyway, let's, me and Cam are gonna hop in the truck. Like I said, I gotta put some oil, some used oil, a couple pieces of metal in there, and let's get down to the shop. Let's show you guys this new truck. Okay, we made it. Look, about 10 minutes by Corvette here, 15 minutes by truck. This is what I purchased, okay? So, auto repair shop, already established. It's a buddy of mine. You guys have actually seen him on the channel before. He did, back when I had the red crew cab dually, Mike, my buddy who started this place, he welded the notch in my dually, and actually he welded the notch in the truck that Cohen was driving, the step side black GMC Sierra that we had the HD hood on. That hadn't been that long ago, actually. But yeah, he started this place. I used to work with him at a dealership. There was a small GM dealer in this area, and I worked with him. And when that dealership, like 2008-ish, they wanted to get rid of kind of all the mom and pop dealers, and so that dealership went under, and he started this with all the GM techs from that dealership. So it's been going for 20 years at this point, I guess, almost. And but anyway, I'll kind of walk you around, then we'll go look at kind of some of the stuff. Cam, set that right there. So this is kind of my waiting area. Pretty substantial size as far as customer waiting. We got a TV in here. We got I've got another guy who works in the office with me, like sets up appointments, orders parts and whatnot. And then I got another office back there and a bathroom for customers. Got a kids play area. You can see where Cam's going. TV, pretty nice up front here. My office is actually right there, which, matter of fact, I need to put some stuff down, grab the keys of this truck that I bought. So before we go out there and look at it, I want to show you in the shop here. I'm not going to turn the lights on or anything, but 8 bays in total. We use one bay back there as kind of tool storage for the guys, cherry pickers and whatnot. But 7 lifts in total. So we have 3 rotary lifts on this side. We have 1 rotary lift here, 1 lift that I need to replace, to be honest with you, down there. That's an older unit. And then eventually I would like to get a new 4-post, because both of my 4-posts are older bend packs. Now they're pretty substantial. They're like 14,000 pound lifts. This guy here is a 14,000 pound. These are 12,000 pound lifts, but have the ability to get 7 cars in here at one time, and as far as working on cars. Got a brand new alignment rack. Other than the rack's not new, but the actual alignment machine is brand new. We've got the ability to do all the AC systems, the new one. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as the 134A, I actually think, I don't remember which, oh, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 machine right there. We've got some older tire machines, but they still work great. These are Coates units. Got a Coates balancer, an older tire machine down there, and then this guy. And then back here in the back is a pretty substantial storage area that we've got. Compressors, we keep, oil filters for stuff that we normally do. We've got a brake lathe back there, which never gets used anymore. We've got a pipe bender. We have oil cleaning cabinet. We have oil in bulk and transmission fluid in bulk. So as far as oil changes and whatnot, we keep all that in bulk. Other than that, this area is just storage. We've got an old tire machine back here, a cutting saw for exhaust. We don't do a lot of exhaust work, mainly just if somebody needs a muffler welded on, we'll do that. But yeah, this is just the storage area of this place. And then let's go look at the reason I made this video. Look, I'm going to be doing some stuff. I'm not sure how much of Certified you're going to see. You can see a lot on Facebook. That's why I told you guys to go follow it. But hold on, I got to unlock it, though. You can see that I wrapped the Certified truck here. I got the hood done, the side done, the tailgate done, the number. I'm going to add some more. So I'm going to add some stuff on the extended cab, the front fender, and then I'm going to put the website. I'm just waiting for a web page to be built. I've got a guy building a web page right now for us. Put the web address, the town, which this is Monette, Missouri, guys. So if you're ever in the area, stop by and say hey, or send me some work. Out here, we kind of keep, that truck's actually for sale. If you guys follow me on Facebook, my personal account, that's a guy, a customer of ours who we're selling that truck for. And then other than that, a lot of this stuff out here is waiting to be worked on. I do some towing. So I've got a rollback and I have a wrecker. The rollback is probably the one that gets used the most. The wrecker is very rarely, although it is four-wheel drive, so in the wintertime it comes in handy. But some of these vehicles back here are tow-ins that I'm just waiting for the customer or insurance to pick up, so we store those here. We also have another off-site location where we store some tow stuff. Engine job that we finished up in a Kia, we're waiting for the customer to pick up. This is the old shop truck, which we still use it to go pick up tires and whatnot, but that is why I bought this red truck, is because both of my wrecker and my rollbacks are red, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to match that up. But you guys are probably, it's pretty blatantly obvious which one probably is the one that I bought, right? It is this guy. So why, Travis? You've got so much going on. Did you need another truck? Well, no, I didn't. And you guys will have to understand that in this business, a lot of times people come in and we do inspections, so we have to have state inspections here in Missouri. And if something doesn't pass inspection, they'll either tell us to fix it or they'll take it home and fix it and bring it back. But also a lot of times, like when somebody brings in something to get fixed, they're kind of at their wits' end. They're like, you know what, I don't even want to fix this. Would you be interested in buying it? That is kind of how this came to be. Had several of those happen so far. I've actually bought 3 or 4 either tows or customer vehicles that they just don't want to fix it anymore, or they've got something else and they're ready to give it up. So sometimes I'll buy something for parts. Sometimes I'll buy something just to flip. And so haven't flipped a lot. I've maybe sold 3. I think I've bought 4 total and I've sold 3. This is the 4th one. But this gentleman came in and you could see that it's got some damage on the fender here, right in the door. But it's a 2001 GMC Sierra, which is like right in my wheelhouse. This gentleman came in to get an inspection. It needed a ball joint, upper ball joint and lower ball joint. It was rough, like don't even drive it out of here rough. And so I gave him a price to fix it. And then I said, look, if you decide you don't want to fix it, because one of the guys in here knew him and said he was thinking about selling this truck, I said, I'll throw you an offer on this truck. So I threw him an offer and it was a little lower than what he wanted, but he ended up coming back and taking it. So now I own a 2001 GMC Sierra. I'm going to open it up so you guys can see inside of it. It's rough, I'm not going to lie, but I bought it cheap. And I've got a bidding war currently between a guy who works here and Cohen. They both want this truck. It is a power window truck. You can see the seat is rough. Power windows, AC works, typical GM headliner. It is tan interior, but it is a 5.3 fog light truck. So pretty loaded. The only thing it does not have, which is really weird, is it does not have a G80 locking differential. I don't know why, but I've already done the fix. We were slow one day and I had the guys put new upper and lowers. So I just put new upper and lower A-arms in, outer tie rod ends. The brakes are still in great shape, but it's got a aftermarket muffler on it, which I don't necessarily love, but the AC does work. It fires up, runs 242,000 miles, great oil pressure. I did do plug wires and plugs, I guess. Aftermarket JVC radio, nothing fancy, you know. Oh, it's got a compass mirror and the console on the roof. So I guess it's, you know, for what it is. You know, Cohen's idea was I could sell it to him for what I got in it. I'm not trying to make any money on this deal. I've got $3,600 in it at this point with fixing the stuff that I fixed. But yeah, Cohen kind of wants it. I got a guy who works for me here that wants it, so I'm not really sure. It's not something, guys, you're going to see on the channel, that is for sure. I'm not going to be fixing anything on this. It's literally, I did talk to my painter about fixing the fender and the door, but honestly, I could probably find a pewter fender and door relatively easy in a salvage yard for like next to nothing. And if I did that and cleaned the thing up, I think it would bring, you know, maybe $6 grand. I don't know. If Cohen buys it or the other gentleman who works here buys it, then I'm not going to do anything else. It's just going to sell like it is. But I wanted to show you guys that truck. Kind of wanted to show you around the shop. We've got a ton of parking. Oh, I'll show you around back here because I didn't really show you that. We've got 3 ways to get into the lot. And then back here is like our dumpster, and we keep some old metal because, like I said, all these guys recycle metal. You can see my rollback setting right there. It's an older unit, but it works great. But you can see we've got we got a guy that picks up tires like once a month. So when we're full, there'll be tires all the way down the back side of the building. Sometimes we'll stack them up back here, but my guys park back here. Sometimes they'll park along the side here, but awesome facility. And I'm excited, guys. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I've owned this place for 6 months at this point, a little over 6 months. Haven't talked about it a lot with you guys on the channel. Like I said, I don't know. You may start to see me incorporate some more stuff here at the shop, or you might see me here in the shop in videos here on the channel. But I don't know how far I'm gonna go with that. The other thing I will tell you is I am going to be modifying some stuff on the red truck here. And so because I'm gonna be doing that, I'm gonna be showing you guys some of that stuff on this channel. So I've got some lowering components for it. Nothing crazy. We're gonna do a 2.4. It's already got a 2 in the back, but we're gonna do 2 more inches basically all the way around. I may end up putting that turbo kit, I'm back and forth on that turbo kit I bought. I may end up putting that turbo kit on this truck. I just think it'd be kind of a cool thing to have like a ripper shop truck that goes around and picks up parts and whatnot and has our company logo on the side. Just thought it'd be kind of cool. But like I said, hit me up if you guys are wanting. I've had a lot of people reach out over the years and say, hey, will you lower my vehicle? Well, look, I have a couple guys here that are really good at that stuff. I have an alignment rack, so it's one of those deals. If you hit me up and want to get your vehicle lowered, want to bring it down to the shop, I can give you a quote on that. We can kind of talk about suspension options. It can be completely turnkey, leaving here aligned. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, guys, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. Do not forget to go down there, follow Certified Automotive on Facebook, follow TWA Motorsports on Facebook. Of course, like always, ring that bell notification. That will notify you every single time we drop a new video, and stay tuned to see what we work on next.